chapter. So now problem number 11, that is 16 mark problem. Let us see. Yes, see this. Mr. Vikrant has the following investment in the previous year. So now first one, 20,000 10% central government security. What we have to do? Do we need to gross this up? Central government security 10%.
No, sir.
No. So directly you can calculate here. What is the value, interest value? That is 20,000 into 10%. You will get the amount. Now next thing, that is 36,000 12% tax free commercial securities. Now tax free commercial securities is given. What we have to do? Can anyone tell me? Tax free commercial securities. It is not a tax free central government security. They have given you tax free commercial security. So this you have to gross. This you have to gross this up. See this, 36,000 12% tax free. Grossing up is required. That you can see here whether grossing up is required or not. Yes, so they have considered gross up of security. If you see the rule also, there they have mentioned that grossing up of security is required if they have given you tax free commercial security. Then 40,000 12% debenture of Bata Industries. So now what about this Bata Industries? What we need to do here? Amount is given, rate is given. If you see the previous adjustment also, amount is given, rate is given. Just tell me, do we need to gross this up? Yes, answer. Yes, you can comment in the chat box. Tell me. Yes. Hanumanta is saying we need to gross this up. So now if you see here, this is again amount and rate is given and we don't know what is this. So just they have given Bata Industries. So what we have to do? Only we have to consider the interest on Bata Industry. That's it. Directly we have to take interest on Bata Industry. That is 40,000 into 12%. Then 25,000 13.5% debenture of Bhakta Chemical. So now what we have to do for this Bhakta Chemical, if you see, that is also same thing, amount and rate. Amount and rate is given, so no need of grossing it up unless and otherwise mentioned in the problem. That means certain rules you have to apply. So that is rules of grossing up is there, right? That you have to see. So when and all you need to gross up and when you should not. So here again Bhakta Chemical they have mentioned, they have not given whether it is listed or not. So if it is a listed company, you have to always gross up. But here directly you can consider 25,000 into 13.5%. For the previous adjustment also you can directly consider 40,000 into 12%. So now next is rupees 30,000 in post office saving bank account which earns at 6% per annum. Now tell me 30,000 POSB which earns at 6%. First calculate post office interest. 30,000 into 6%, how much?
1,800, sir.
1,800. 1,800 whether it is taxable? Gaurav?
Exempt. No, sir. Exempt.
Yes, exempt. Up to 3,500 exempt. So it is exempt now. This 1,800 amount is exempt. Next, 40,000 units of UTI dividend received 3,000. Whether this is taxable? Dividends from UTI, Unit Trust of India.
Exempt.
Exempt. So this is you have to exempt. Now next thing, 9,000 as interest received on the debenture of local authority. Now only amount is given and local authority. Whenever amount and local authority is given, now you have to, what you have to do here? Tell me, grossing up is required or not? Local authority, municipal corporation, only amount is given. What you have to do?
No, sir.
Gross up. Gross up, you need to gross this up. So 9,000 into 100 by 90 you have to do. So now next thing, 8,000 as interest received on Karnataka government bond. So now Karnataka government bond, it is a state government bond, interest received. Do we need to gross this up? Interest received, Karnataka government bond.
Not required, sir.
Not required. So this is not required. Karnataka government bond. Same information you can write here. 8,000 rupees. Now next is 12,000 interest on tax-free government of India bond. Government of India bond, that too tax-free. Whether it is taxable, should we do the gross up? Tax-free central government bond, whether it comes under income from other source.
It is exempt, sir.
It is exempt. So you have to consider here tax-free government of India bond exempt. Next, 5,000 dividend received from cooperative society. Now cooperative society, taxable. 5,000 is fully taxable. Next, interest on deposit under national deposit scheme, 10,000. Tell me. NDS, national deposit scheme, whether it is taxable. No TDS, no TDS, but interest received taxable, 10,000 rupees taxable. Now after that there are certain adjustment they have mentioned. You see this, on 1st August he sold debentures of Bata Industries at a profit of 3,000. So this profit, should we consider this profit? Profit, see this, on 1st August sold debenture of Bata at a profit of 3,000. So this profit is not considered here, and purchased 60,000 9% Indian Railway bond for 48,000. Now what we have to do? Whether we have to take 1/2 here, whether we have to take 1/2 here. So usually 1/2 when we are going to take, if it is for 6 months, like half year, we have to take 1/2. And one more thing, if there is any securities purchased somewhere in between the year, in between the year, again if you see, financial year starts from 1st April, financial year starts from 1st April, ends on 31st March, and if you see here what happens, this is in between the year, 1st August they have purchased. So you have to consider here 1/2, 60,000 into 9% into 1/2, and whether do we need to gross this up, that we have to see. Then for this purpose he borrowed 30,000 from his friend at 12% per annum. So again this is deductible. Interest on loan is deductible. Then the bank commission for collecting the interest was 400 rupees. This commission is also deductible. That is bank commission for collecting the interest. And for commission for buying and selling of securities, that we have to see whether it is deductible or not. Then interest payable is on 1st July and 1st January of every year. So this is paid on 1st August. That means this is already surpassed. See this, 1st July. So that is also the reason we can take 1/2, or else you can say somewhere in between the year, if he has purchased any bonds, again you have to consider 1/2. So here this is the problem of 16 marks. So now let us see the solution here. One by one solution we have to see. Compute is income from other source. Now first one, see this, 10% central government security. What they have mentioned in the problem, just they have mentioned central government security amount and rate. So no need of grossing it up. 20,000 into, here there is correction, into 10%, not 10, into 10%. So into 10% we have done. So that you will get it as 2,000 rupees. So there is a lot of confusion if you see 2 to 3 textbook. So methods applied is different. So for example, if you see Sadashiva Rao textbook, there is a different method applied, and if you see a Ravi MN book, there is a different method applied for some of the securities. So that we need to see, especially while grossing up. So now this is for central government security, that is no need of grossing it up. Now next one, 12% tax free commercial security. It is again if you see amount is 36,000, 12%. First you need to multiply 12% to this amount 36,000, then you have to gross this up 100 by 90, that is 4,800. so now let us see the rule once we have to see the grossing up rule. Let us see what they have mentioned for grossing it up. Rules we have to see before doing the gross up. See this rules for grossing up. There is no need of grossing up of interest in the case of tax free central government security, as it is fully exempt from tax under section 10 clause 15. So in case of tax free central government security, it is exempt, so no need of grossing it up, that we know. The interest on tax-free state government security, tax-free securities issued by the local authority or statutory corporation should always be grossed up. So in this question there is one local authority they have given, so we have to gross up. Unless it is clearly given in the problem that such interest is fully exempt, then no, we should not consider. But here they have not mentioned, so we have to gross this up 100 by 90. Then interest on less tax securities issued by the local authority or statutory corporation should be always grossed up by 100 by 90 if net interest received is given. If rate of interest is given, it should not be grossed up. That is why less tax security, if nothing is given, we'll assume that all the securities are less tax. After the tax is paid, it is given to the SSE. So if nothing is mentioned, what we are going to do in this problem, they have given amount and rate, so it should not be grossed up. For example, Bata Industries they have given, Bhakta Chemical they have given, so we should not gross that up. See this. Then interest on tax free commercial securities should always be grossed up 100 by 90. So this is very important. Tax free commercial securities should always be grossed up. So this you have to keep in mind. Then one more point, interest on less tax commercial securities should be grossed up if net interest received is given by 100. If net interest is given, then 100 by 90 you have to do. If rate of interest is given, interest on less tax commercial security should not be grossed up. That means whenever there is a less tax security information is given, what you have to do, you have to see whether amount is given. Or if only amount is given, then you have to gross up. If amount as well as the rate is given, you should not gross up. So that is the basic rule here. Then no TDS. If you see no TDS, first is national development bond, there is no TDS, so directly you can write the amount. Suppose interest received is given. Similarly, national savings certificate, no TDS, that means no need of grossing it up. 7 years NSC, fourth issue, again no TDS. Debenture issued by the cooperative society, again in this question they have mentioned you the some of the example here. See this, or any institution notified by the central government, again no TDS. Then what happens, such securities issued by the central or state government to such class of person and subject to such condition as may be notified by the government of India in the official gazette. If government of India specifies, then again TDS should not be deducted. Then there is this rule regarding debenture. See this, debenture issued by the company in which the public are substantially interested, provided such debentures are listed in Stock Exchange of India. Suppose any listed debenture is given, then we have to see whether it is paid by the account payee check. If an interest is paid by the account payee check, then there is a limit is there. Aggregate of interest so payable does not exceed 2,500. If it is less than 2,500, no TDS. If there is more than 2,500, then you have to charge a TDS, that is tax deducted at source. That means whenever there is a TDS, you have to gross up 100 by 90. So TDS rate, if they have not mentioned, that we can consider as 10%. So that you have to consider. So we are discussing the problem, so there we have to see all the adjustments. Now as per the rule we have to calculate. So we are discussing about problem number 11. So if you see here, problem number 11, see this. Now problem number 11, where it is, yes, see this. Now 36,000, 12% tax free commercial security. What we have to do, tax free commercial security, tell me. Yes, tell me now. Tax free commercial security, should we gross up? Yes, answer me. just now we have seen the rule now, isn't it? There they have mentioned if there is any tax free commercial security, we should always gross up, even though it is given amount as well as interest is given, we have to gross up. See this? So that is why here grossing up is done. 12% tax free commercial security, 36,000 into 12% into 100 by 90, that is 4,800. So that is regarding tax free commercial security. Then 12% debenture. Now if you see 12% debenture, that is of Bata Industry. Bata Industry debenture, it is less tax, we can say less tax debenture, or no information is given, no need of grossing it up. So 40,000 into 12%, then 1 by 2 is there. Why 1 by 2? Can anyone tell me why 1 by 2 we have to make here? Bata, if you see the question, there is one adjustment. What is that? In the month
sold in the middle of
yes, in the month of August it is sold. That is why here we have to make 1 by 2. See this? On August 1st he sold Bata Industry debenture for a profit of 3,000 rupees. That is why if you see here in the solution part, they have done 1 by 2. 12% debenture, 40,000 into 10%, no gross up, into 1 by 2, that is 2,400. Only for the part of the year debenture was there. Then next 13.5% debenture of Bhakta Chemical. Now Bhakta Chemical, again no information, no need of grossing it up. Why? Because here amount is given, rate is given, that is why. So 25,000 into 13.5% directly 3,375. Next, interest on post office saving bank account, that is 1,800. Maximum limit 3,500. So this is exempt. Dividend from UTI, we know it is exempt. Now interest received on debentures of local authority. Again, if you see the gross up rule, local authority, we should always gross up. We should always gross up if they have mentioned local authority, municipal corporation. So now what they have given you in the question. See this 9,000 interest received on debenture of local authority. 9,000 into 100 by 90 we have to do. So that is 10,000. Next, interest received on Karnataka government bond. So Karnataka government bond, there is no need of grossing it up. So that is as it is. 8,000 you have to consider as it is. See this. Then next thing, interest on tax free government of India bond. Tax free government of India bond, it is exempt. That is specifically given. Then dividend received from cooperative society, that is fully taxable, 5,000. Interest on deposit under national deposit scheme, again it is fully taxable. Interest received, that is 10,000. No gross up, directly interest received. Since there is no TDS, directly you can write the amount. Interest on railway bond. Now railway bond amount we have to see, adjustment we have to see the amount. See this, on August they have purchased a railway bond, again somewhere in between the year or middle of the year, you can say 60,000 into 9%. So we know that 60,000 into 9% for 48,000 they have said. So 60,000 into 9% we have to do into 1 by 2, into 1 by 2. And gross up, here gross up is not required, since Indian railway bond they have said, Indian railway. So we will assume that it is a government bond. So government bond we will assume. So that is why no gross up. That too central government bond. So that is why we have not done the grossing up here. Then we have to find the total. If you get the total here from 1 to 10 adjustment is there, right? 1 to 12 adjustment, all the total we want. 2,000 plus 4,800 plus 2,400 plus 3,375 plus 10,000 plus 8,000 plus 5,000 plus 10,000 plus 2,700. You will get 48,275. So from this you have to deduct certain items under section 57. First is collection charges. So collection charges for realizing the interest on securities, that is given in the adjustment. If you see, it is mentioned bank commission for collecting the interest was 400 rupees. So 400 we have considered here. Yes, you can deduct. Then bank commission for buying and selling the securities. So now what we have to do, buying and selling of security is not deductible. That is why nil. That is why I told earlier, this we have to see. Buying and selling of security is not deductible. Bank commission is deductible. Interest on loan is deductible. So now next thing we have to deduct interest on loan. Loan from a friend to buy the bond. So now loan from a friend. See this. What type of bond they are purchasing? Indian Railway bond they are purchasing. If this bond is exempt from tax, then what happens? This loan is not deductible. Since we have given the charge for Indian Railway bond, we have considered the amount. This loan amount is deductible. 30,000 into 12%. So amount they have said 30,000 into 12% per annum. So 30,000 into 12% you do. Then 8 by 12. Why 8 by 12? Now tell me why 8 by 12 here. Yes, can anyone tell me why 8 by 12? When the loan was taken, can anyone tell me? When loan is taken here, when he sold Bata, tell me, in which month he sold Bata? On 1st August, isn't it? On 1st August he sold Bata, and on the same date he purchased this Indian Railway bond. So now, so from August you have to calculate the months. So that is August, September, November, December, January, February, March. So 8 months. August to March. So 3 months, 4 months are excluded. What are those? April, May, June, July. 4 months excluded. 8 months we have to consider. So here 8 by 12 we have done here 8 by 12. 30,000 into 12% into 8 by 12, that is 2,400. Now taxable income from other source. Taxable income, that is nothing but first total income, that is 48,275 minus collection 400 minus interest on loan from a friend to buy bond. So now taxable income from other source 45,475. This is the final answer for this problem, 16 mark problem. Yes, now tell me, yes, questions, any questions regarding this problem? Yes. Just tell me.
No, sir.
Have you understood the rule of grossing it up?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can anyone tell me what and all we have to gross up and when and all we should not gross up? Yes, tell me. Central government securities is given. Now, should we gross up?
No, sir. Okay.
No. Central government security, no need of grossing it up. Municipal corporation, local authority securities is given. Now,
We have to gross up.
we have to gross up. Yes. Then suppose if there is any tax free commercial securities is given. Tax free,
Gross up.
yes, gross up commercial security, we have to gross up. Then if there is any tax free central government security is given, then
No gross.
no gross up,
No
exempt.
grossing up.
Yes, no gross up and exempt. Tax free central government security. Now one more thing, tax free state government security. Now
We have to gross up, sir, subject to the if it is as per permission from the RBI.
Yes, so that is why we have to gross up. So they cannot issue tax free, that they means state government cannot issue tax free securities. That is why we have to gross up 100 by 90. So all these things we have to know. So now last one problem is remaining in this chapter, problem number 12. So now let us see that one more 16 mark problem. See this. From the following information, compute income from other source of Mr. Rahul Dravid, for assessment year 2020-21. So now let us see some of the income from other source. Rent from subletting the house 36,000. So this is nothing but income from letting out, you can say rent received from subletting the house, 36,000. He paid a rent of 48,000 for the entire portion. So 48,000 for entire portion, that means entire house rent, and 1/3 of the house was sublet. Now what we have to do here, we want the amount for only subletted portion. So how to get the amount here? Can anyone tell me? Rent received. What is the rent received given here? Rent received
6,000.
36,000. Now from this what we have to deduct?
Rent paid of sublet portion.
Rent paid of subletted portion. Here 48,000 into 1/3. That is nothing but 16,000. So from 36,000 you have to deduct 16,000. Remaining amount is taxable under income from other source. Now agricultural income from Patna, what happens? Here amount is missing. Amount is missing. So we'll write one amount here. Let us say it is rupees 18,000. Whether it is taxable? Patna agricultural income. Taxable? Exempt? Exempt. Indian agricultural income. Land situated in India. Exempt from tax. Now next, royalty received by publishing a book on management. So there is one publication, that is the value of that royalty 1,60,000. He paid salary to the clerk 10,000 for typing and proofreading of the work. Yes, tell me now, what is the taxable income from this royalty? 1,50,000. 1,60,000 minus salary paid to the clerk, that we have to deduct. Any expenses incurred at the time of receiving royalty, you have to deduct. Now he received a family pension 75,000. Family pension rule, standard deduction rule. Can anyone tell me now standard deduction rule? What is the rule for standard deduction? Suraksha, Shravya, Sharan, Anuj, Hanumanta, tell me. Rule for standard deduction, family pension, 33.1/3% of the family pension or 15,000, whichever is low or high?
Low.
Whichever is low. So now that we have to calculate. So next, he purchased articles in a journals and received 25,000. Whether this is considered articles published in journal. Yes, tell me. Articles published in journals, whether it is income from other source. See, I want answers. Whether it is income from other source.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here articles in journals and received 25,000 income from other source. Now next, he received 48,000 as a salary for MLC. He works as a MLC, so for that purpose he gets a salary of 48,000. So whether this is income from other source, this 48,000.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So now 16,000 DA for attending the session, whether this is allowed, dearness allowance, whether this is allowed or exempt, DA. Exempt. Yes, correct. It is exempt. 16,000 daily allowance. Dearness allowance, it is daily allowance. Yes, daily allowance is exempt. So now next, he received interest on tax free Government of India bonds, 12,000. Tax free central government bond, Government of India bond.
Exempt.
exempted. It is exempted. Gift received from friend 80,000. Gift from
Taxable.
friend, taxable, yes. So it is more than 50,000, so it is taxable. Next, as a cricketer he played one test match in India for which he received a remuneration of 80,000. Now, test match remuneration. Whether this is taxable, test match remuneration. It is taxable, but there is some exemptable portion we have to deduct. 75% exempt. That we need to deduct. Then director's fee. Director's fee, it is taxable. Examinership remuneration, taxable. Income from guest taxable. Then he held 7% capital investment bond worth 80,000. Now, capital investment bond, whether this is taxable. Capital investment bond, tell me, taxable or exempt?
Yes.
It is exempt. It is exempt. 7% capital investment bond, exempt. Next, he had 12% tax-free bonds of Agra municipality, local authority. Agra municipality, local authority, 60,000, which he sold on 1/9/2019. Now, how to get the calculation here? Can anyone tell me? For this, can you tell me the calculation? Agra municipality, 12% sold 1/9. Tell me. $60,000 into next, what we have to do here, into 12% rate into next, we have to see 1/2 is there. Why? Because it is sold. Again we need to gross up. Grossing up is also required since it is a municipality. Yes, local authority. 100/90 we can do. Then on the same date he purchased 10% debenture worth 50,000 on ABC Limited. That we have to consider 1/2. Then interest on these securities becomes due on 30th June and 30th December each year. Next thing is regarding lottery gross. Now he won 84,000 from lottery gross, they have said. Now next, what you have to do? Lottery gross up is required or not?
Not required.
Not required. Given,
Not required.
yes, not required. They have mentioned that is gross amount, directly given gross amount. Why we are doing grossing up? To get the gross amount. So here they have directly given the gross amount, so no need of grossing it up. If net amount is given, we have to gross up. Next, he paid a commission of 200 for collection of interest on security. The cost of a lottery ticket was 200 rupees. So now this commission, whether this is deductible after getting the taxable income from other source?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Then cost of lottery ticket?
It's exempted.
Yes.
Not taken into
It is
consideration.
not. Yes, it is not deductible. It is exempt. Now we have to see the solution. Yes, we have discussed all the adjustment. Now let us see the solution part. See this computation of income from other source. First, rent from subletting the house. So rent received is given 36,000. From that you have to deduct rent paid. So if you see the adjustment, we will come to know rent received 36,000. From that we want only subletted portion rent paid, that is 48,000 into 1/3, that is 16,000. That you have to deduct from rent. So you will get 20,000 as a taxable amount. And agricultural income from partner, that is exempt since it is in India. Royalty received by publishing a book on management. Royalty amount is given 1,60,000, and while receiving the royalty, he has incurred certain expenditure. So for example, salary to the clerk for typing and proofreading work. So that you have to deduct 1,60,000 minus 10,000, you will get 1,50,000. Family pension amount is given in the question 75,000. Now we have to apply the rule of standard deduction. Deduction, that is 1/3 1/3 or 33.33% of the family pension. Here 75,000 into 33.33 or 1/3 or 15,000, whichever is low. If you take 75 into 33%, obviously it is more than 15,000. So here 15,000 is the lowest amount. So 15,000 is deductible from 75,000. So final taxable amount of family pension is 60,000. Articles in journals we know taxable. Salary as MLC, it is taxable. Income from other source. Daily allowance is exempt. Daily allowance, any type of allowance for attending the session, it is exempt. Interest on tax-free government bond. So yes, so interest on tax-free government bond they have mentioned, so that is exempt. Yes, so this you can give exemption. Then comes is gift from friend. Again, gift from friend above 50,000, so that is 80,000 taxable. Test match remuneration given in the question 80,000. One test match he played in India. So now less there is exemptable limit for test match remuneration. This is important. 75% is exempt for test match remuneration. So that 75% is nothing but 80,000 into 75% you have to do. You will get 60,000. That is exempt. Remaining is taxable. 80 minus 60, 20,000 is taxable. Director's fee we know, other source taxable. Examinership remuneration, other source taxable. Income from guest stock, other source taxable. Then interest on 7% capital investment bond, it is exempt from tax. We know it is exempt. There is a specific section is given, so that is why it is exempt. Interest on tax-free bond. So now tax-free bond we have to see here. That is about Agra municipality. So see this tax-free bond, Agra municipality, local authority, 60,000. That you have to do the calculation now. 60,000 into 12%. Then 1/2. Why? Because it is sold in between the year. That is on September 1st they have sold the Agra municipality bond. Then we have to gross up. Why? Because it is a local authority. 100/90 also we have to do. So final amount 60,000 into 12% into 1/2 into 100/90, that is 4,000. Then interest on debenture of ABC Limited. ABC Limited, if you see, same date they have purchased ABC Limited. See this. He purchased 10% debenture worth 50,000 in ABC Limited. Again, they have not mentioned whether it is listed or not. Just they have given limited. So their grossing up is not required. Here they have not considered grossing up. 50,000 into 10% into 1/2, that is 2,500. Lottery winning, we know it is taxable. Gross amount is given, same amount taxable. Then we want to gross income. Gross income, add all the information. All the amounts I total you add, you will get gross income as 5,24,500. Next comes is deduction. Deduction under section 57, only commission. Lottery ticket is not deductible, only commission 200. Taxable income from other source, from the gross income you deduct the deduction for 200 rupees. Final answer 5,24,300. This is the taxable income from other source. So any doubt? Yes, now